Hello, welcome to EPG Pathshala Spanish. My name is Nabil Ansari. I teach Spanish in the Center of Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Latin American Studies in Jawaharlal Nehru University, New Delhi. We're in the paper entitled Spanish Grammar 1. In this module entitled Hoy, Mañana y Siempre, you will learn about the adverbs which will help you to express agreement and disagreement, to inform about time, quantity of different actions, to show doubt regarding an event, and to affirm and deny something. So what is an adverb? Let's see what is an adverb first. An adverb is a word which is used with verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. Adverbs are words which give information and express circumstances of place, time, quantity, and also express negation, affirmation, or doubt. In Spanish, its main characteristics are the following. First thing is that they don't change the form. It is to say, they don't have masculine, feminine, singular, or plural, as we have seen, which is the case with the adjectives. So we have to learn one item only. So there won't be much confusion as far as the changes that used to happen with adjectives. So adverb will only have one form. For example, if I say now, it will be only ahora. If the adverb very, so in Spanish it will be muy, or silently, so it will be silenciosamente, etc. They also add informations to the verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They add informations to the verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. So for example, if we say very well, so in Spanish it will be muy bien. If we say speak slowly, so speak is a verb to speak. So if we say speak slowly, so it will be habla lentamente. If we say not very clean, so it will be poco limpio, etc. So the adverbs also add informations to the verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They also add information to the whole sentence. For example, if we say, fortunately, he is not coming to the party. So this fortunately is an adverb and it is adding information to the whole sentence. So in Spanish it will be, afortunadamente él no viene a la fiesta, meaning fortunately he is not coming to the party. Since the number of adverbs is high, the frequency of their usage in our day-to-day language is also quite a lot. See now, let's see a conversation below between an old couple who are constantly bickering about their choices. Now, can you mark the adverbs used by them? So now you're going to listen to an audio, and you can see the text also in the e-text. And now, can you, after listening to the audio, can you mark the adverbs used by them, which we have also highlighted in the text?
Siempre llegamos tarde. ¿Por qué no conduces más rápidamente?
Es que el coche es muy viejo y ya no conduce tan rápido como antes.
Pues déjalo ya. He aguantado pacientemente todos estos años, pero ya no puedo más. ¿Por qué no lo vendes?
No te comportas así. Es mi primer coche y le tengo mucho cariño. No lo voy a vender ahora, ya que aún funciona bastante bien. Nunca me ha dado grandes problemas. After having seen the text and also after having listened to the conversation and after having paid attention to the adverbs used in the conversation, let's take another conversation as an example, whereby you can pay attention to the highlighted verbs where adverbs are used. So now we are going to listen to another conversation.
Hemos comido en aquel restaurante muchas veces. ¿Por qué no comemos aquí?
No me gusta mucho el ambiente y creo que la comida no va a ser lo suficientemente buena.
¿No lo puedes decir antes de probarla?
Vale, la probamos, pero luego no me digas que no te gustó.
De acuerdo, no te diré nada.
After having listened to these two conversations, now we are going to talk about the placement of adverbs. So, in English, the adverbs are placed before or after the verb and at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. Now, for example, to explain you the same thing with examples, let's see. If I say, hope to see you soon. So, soon is used here as an adverb. Or if I say, he is never coming back. So, again, never is used as an adverb. Or the third example, if in English I say, suddenly someone opened the door. So, here this suddenly is an adverb. Now in Spanish, the placement rules for the adverbs in a sentence are more or less defined. So in Spanish, it is more or less clear where the placement of the adverb will be. So first we start with verbs, where the placement of adverbs will be with verbs. So it is placed after the verb when an adverb is modifying a verb. So if there is an adverb which is modifying the verb, it will be placed after the verb. For example, if we say you speak quickly, so this quickly is modifying the verb to speak. So it is in Spanish it will be said as usted habla rápidamente. Rápidamente here is an adverb meaning quickly. Same way, if we say why are you driving slowly. So to drive is the verb and slowly is the adverb which is modifying the verb, that is to drive. So if we say why are you driving slowly, this same can be asked in Spanish as ¿por qué conduces lentamente? Now conduces is the verb, the conducir is the verb, and conduces is the to form of the verb, and lentamente is the adverb which is modifying the verb conducir, that is to drive. It is placed before a verb only to add emphasis. So first we have seen that it is placed after the verb when it is modifying the verb, but it can also be placed before a verb when only to add emphasis. For example, if I say you are still at home, so this still is adding emphasis that you are at home. So it will be said as todavía estás en casa. So this is adding emphasis to the fact that the person is still is at home. Now if I say you always reach late, so this always is adding emphasis to the fact that you reach late. So it will be said as siempre llegas tarde, meaning you always reach late. Now an adverb can't be placed between two verbs. So we have seen that it is placed after the verb and it is also placed before the verb in order to add emphasis, but it cannot be placed between two verbs. It's always placed after the second verb when there are two verbs. For example, if I say we are going to eat well tonight, so in this sentence, in the first part of the sentence, there are two verbs, that is to go when we say we are going, and to eat. So to eat is the second verb. So as I just said that when there are two verbs, the adverb will be placed after the second verb. So the same will be said as vamos a comer bien esta noche, meaning we are going to eat well tonight. Adverbs can also be placed before the adjective or before an adverb which it modifies. So not only verbs, but the adverbs can also be placed before the adjective or adverbs which it modifies. Now if I say my friend is very intelligent, so intelligent is an adjective, and here Very is an adverb which is modifying the adjective. So the same sentence can be, for example, if I say my friend is intelligent without an adverb, but with an adverb it will be my friend is very intelligent. So in Spanish it will be mi amigo es muy inteligente. So very is an adverb and in Spanish it is muy. Or if I say you speak very well, so this well is the adjective, the adverb, and very is also an adverb which is modifying the adverb well. So if I say you speak very well, same can be said in Spanish as hablas muy bien. So in these two sentences, as you can see, in before the adjective intelligent and before the adverb bien, we have used the adverb muy, meaning very. In English, there are many adverbs which are derived from adjectives and they end in ly. For example, if the adjective is loud, so the adverb is loudly. If the adjective is slow, the adverb is slowly. If the adjective is affectionate, the adverb is affectionately, etc. In Spanish, adverbs ending in ly in English that we have seen, like loudly, slowly, affectionately, etc., are formed by taking the feminine adjective and adding mente, that is mente, to the adjective. Now, while adjectives change according to the number and gender of the noun, the adverbs do not change. For example, so that you can understand this, if the adjective is lento, meaning slow, so this adjective is masculine as it is ending in o, and the feminine of this adjective will be lenta. So in order to make it as an adverb, we will add mente to this, and it will lenta will become lentamente, meaning slowly. Same way, if we say affectionate, that is an adverb, that is an adjective, and in Spanish it is cariñoso. So the feminine of cariñoso will be cariñosa. It will also mean affectionate, that is as an adjective. Now in order to make it an adverb, we just add mente to the feminine form, that is cariñosa, and the adverb will be cariñosamente, meaning affectionately. Like this, you can make other adverbs as well by the adjective. Other examples that we have here are the adjective absoluto. Absoluto means absolute, so the feminine of absoluto will be absoluta, and the adverb will be absolutamente, meaning absolutely. So absoluto is an adjective and the female form of absoluto is absoluta. So in order to make it as an adverb, we can add mente and it will be absolutamente. Same way suave is soft, and it remains same in feminine as well, that it will be suave. And in order to make the adverb, we add mente and it will become suavemente, meaning softly or gently. And last adjective that we have is rapido, meaning fast and or quick, and the adjective of rapido will be rapida, so the adverb will be rapidamente, meaning quickly. So let's take some examples with these adverbs. So if I say my professor drives very slowly, so this can be said as mi profesor conduce lentamente, or very slowly, so muy lentamente. And if I say she is looking at me affectionately, so the same that can be said as ella me mira cariñosamente. So slowly is an adverb which is lentamente, and affectionately is also an adverb which is cariñosamente. Same way, absolutely, with one example with absolutely. So if the question is ¿estás seguro?, meaning are you sure? And then you reply absolutamente, meaning absolutely. And one example with suavemente, which is gently. So if I say you have to do the exercises gently, so the same can be said as tienes que hacer los ejercicios suavemente, meaning gently. However, sometimes if you don't remember the feminine form of an adjective, then there is an easy way out. So till now we have seen that in order to form the adverb, we take the feminine form and we add mente to that form, and it will become the adverb. So, but if you don't remember the feminine form of an adjective, then you can also use or make an adverb, and in that case you have to use the preposition con, meaning with, plus the noun to form an adverbial phrase that will have the same meaning as the adverb. So with con you have to take the noun and it will mean the same thing as well as an adverb. For instance, if you don't remember cariñosamente that we have just seen, that is affectionately, then you can also make this you can also express this adverb affectionately by adding con to the noun, so the noun will be affectionate. So the affectionate is cariño, so then we can make the adverb by saying con cariño, which will literally mean with affection or affectionately. Now in order to explain you this concept, let's see some more examples which are given below for a better understanding of the same thing. So if the adverb is pacientemente, that is patiently, and if you don't remember paciente, or if you don't remember this adverb, then you can simply say the same thing or convey the same meaning by saying con paciencia, meaning with patience or patiently. Same way, if you don't remember rapidamente, that is quickly, so you can use the noun rapides, which means quick, and add the preposition con before that, and you can say con rapides, meaning quickly. Same way, if you don't remember respetuosamente, which is respectfully, so you can also say the same thing with the noun respeto. So if we say con respeto, that means the same thing, that is respectfully. That if someone says ellos hablan con respeto or ellos hablan respetuosamente, so both sentences will have the same meaning. So either you say the adverb like pacientemente, rápidamente, respetuosamente, etc., or you add con before the noun of the same thing, that is con paciencia, con rapidez, or con respeto, and they will mean the same thing. Now there are large number of adverbs which aren't formed from adjectives. Till now we have seen that the adverbs which are formed from the adjective by adding mente, and also the adverbs which we can make by adding con before the noun form. But there are other adverbs which are not formed from adjectives, so they are or noun, and they are adverbs in themselves, which means that they are neither formed from another adverb, from other adjectives, or from any noun. They are themselves adverbs. So let's see these kind of adverbs in detail. So we first start with adverbs of time. You must be familiar with some of the adverbs of time which are given below. The first one is hoy, which means today. So we always use this adverb of time when we are describing something about today. For example, if I say today is my birthday, so this today in Spanish is hoy. So today is my birthday will be hoy es mi cumpleaños. Same way, yesterday. Yesterday is also an adverb of time. So if I say yesterday I went to this cinema, so this same can be said as ayer fui al cine. So today, yesterday, and then tomorrow. Tomorrow is also an adverb of time. So if I say we are leaving tomorrow, meaning in Spanish it will be salimos mañana. So yesterday, today, tomorrow. And then there are other adverbs of time also, that is now. Now is ahora in Spanish. So if I say I don't have time now, it means in Spanish it will be yo no tengo tiempo ahora, meaning I don't have time now. Same way, antes is an adverb of time, meaning before. So if I say yeah, I have seen this movie before, so the same can be said as ya he visto esta película antes. Antes meaning before, and the opposite of antes is después, meaning afterwards. So if I say I'm going to call you afterwards, so it will be te voy a llamar después. So antes is before and después is afterwards. Apart from these, there are others also that for example we have tarde. Tarde means late. So if I say vamos a llegar tarde, meaning we are going to get there or we are going to reach late. So tarde. Same way, luego means later. If I say later, if I say later on I will tell you the truth, so same thing can be said as te digo la verdad luego, or luego te digo la verdad. Other adverbs of time are temprano. Temprano means soon, and ya means already. So for example, with temprano, if I say I have to get up early or soon, so it will be tengo que levantarme temprano. Or with one example with ya, that is if I say I'm already accustomed to the cold of winter, that is I'm already, so this will be said as ya estoy acostumbrado al frío del invierno. So already is said in Spanish as ya. Then we have still. Still is todavía. So if I say there is still time for having dinner, so the same can be said as todavía hay tiempo para cenar, which means there is still time for having dinner. Or aún also means still. If I say aún estás aquí, means are you still here? And another adverb, or the last adverb of time that we have is after aún is pronto. Pronto means soon. So if I say soon my father will be 60 years old, so the same can be said as pronto mi padre cumple 60 años. So these were more or less the adverbs of time that we have seen. After having seen the adverbs of time, let's talk about the adverbs of manner. So the adverbs of manner express how the action of the verb takes place. It is easily recognized because it answers the question how. So for example, if we say how do you want me to do it? Now let's see some of the adverbs of manner. So the adverbs of manner are así. Así means like this. So if I say ¿por qué me tratas así? Which means why are you treating me like this? Bien means well. So in the sentence it can be used for example, if I say she sings very well, meaning ella canta muy bien. Bad is mal. So if someone asks ¿qué tal el examen? Meaning how was the exam? You can say bad, that is mal. So ¿qué tal el examen? Mal. Slowly is despacio. So if someone says speak more slowly, I can't understand you, same can be said as habla más despacio, no te entiendo. So slowly is despacio. Fast is deprisa. So if I say you have to work faster or fast, so it is tienes que trabajar más deprisa. So these were some adverbs of manner. Now you already have learned how to say yes and no, and also other adverbs of affirmation and negation. So let's see them very quickly. So adverbs of affirmation are sí, meaning yes, también, meaning also or as well, and verdaderamente, meaning really. And adverbs of negation are no, which means no, tampoco, meaning neither or either, and nunca, meaning never. So these were adverbs of affirmation as well as adverbs of negation. Now, también and tampoco is used to express agreement with someone which has been said by También and tampoco is used to express agreement with something which has been said by another person. For example, también answers the question, the affirmative sentences. For example, if someone says, I live with my parents, and if you say, me too, so this me too can be said with también. So the same thing will be said as, yo vivo con mis padres, and the reply will be, yo también, meaning I also live with my parents. So in this affirmative sentence, también will be used. Or if someone says, she speaks Russian as well, or she speaks Russian too, so this will be in Spanish, it will be ella también habla ruso, or ella habla ruso también, meaning also. Tampoco answers the negative sentence. So if I say, I don't have money, and the other person replies, me neither, so this neither will be tampoco. So the same thing can be said as, no tengo dinero, meaning I don't have money, and other person replies, yo tampoco, meaning me neither. And in another sentence, for example, if I say, she doesn't speak German either, so the same can be said as, ella tampoco habla alemán. So tampoco answers the negative sentence, which means the sentence starting from no. And sí and no is used to express a disagreement with something which has been said by another person. So yes and no always answers a question. When you agree, you say yes, and when you don't agree, you say no. For example, if someone says, no tengo clase hoy, and then you say, okay, you disagree with that person and you say, yo sí, meaning I do. So sí is used here as to express disagreement with someone. A no answers an affirmative sentence. For example, if someone says, I live with my parents, and you reply, I don't, so it answers the affirmative sentence. So the same can be said as, yo vivo con mis padres, y another person replies, yo no, meaning I don't. Apart from these, we have also seen the adverbs of place that are. So let's quickly review them. Adverbs of places are aquí or acá, meaning here, ahí, meaning there, and allí or allá, meaning over there. So this we have learned in the previous module as well. Now let's also have a quick look to the most common adverbs of frequency, which you have already learned before. So adverbs of frequency are siempre, meaning always, or casi siempre, meaning almost always. Same way, todos los días, todos los meses, todas las noches, o todas las tardes, o todas las semanas, cada día, cada 2 o 3 días, muchas veces, a menudo, de vez en cuando, una vez, 2 veces o 3 veces por semana, a veces, o nunca o casi nunca. So after having seen the adverbs of frequency, let's talk about those verbs which are made up of 2 or more words. So let's talk about those adverbs which are made up of 2 or more words. So these adverbs are hoy en día, meaning nowadays or these days. For example, hoy en día la gente vive más años, meaning nowadays people live longer. De vez en cuando, meaning from time to time or every now and then. So the one example of the adverb de vez en cuando is de vez en cuando como en un buen restaurante, meaning from time to time I eat in a good restaurant. Enseguida, meaning immediately. So example, enviamos la ambulancia enseguida, meaning we are sending the ambulance immediately. Same way, a menudo, meaning often. So example of this in a question is, ¿vienes aquí a menudo? Meaning, do you often come here? A veces means sometimes. For example, a veces almuerzo en la cantina, meaning sometimes I have lunch in the canteen. So apart from these adverbs which are made up of two words, there are also adverbs of quantity which are used both as adverbs and adjectives. So let's see some of them with examples. So the adverbs of quantity are mucho, meaning much or a lot, and in plural it will be muchos or muchas, which means many. Poco, meaning little or not much, and in plural it will be pocos, pocas, meaning few or not many. Demasiado is too much or too, and in plural it means too many. Bastante means enough or quite a lot, and before an adjective it means quite. And tanto means as much or so much or as often, and in plural it means as many or so many. So these are the words that can be used both as adverbs and as adjectives. So you must have learned these in the adjectives of Spanish, and in the adjective, as you know, that the adjectives always change according to the number and the gender. These words, when used as an adjective, the ending changes in feminine and plural, so that they agree with the gender and number of what they are describing. So when they are used as an adverb, the endings will remain the same. So it means that mucho, poco, demasiado, bastante, and tanto will not change, which means mucho will not change into mucho, mucha, muchos, muchas. Same way, poco will also not change. So in order to understand these when they are used as an adverb and also when they are used as an adjective with more examples, you can refer back to the e-text, which has got many examples of the same. So apart from the above mentioned words, más, which means more, and menos, which means less or few, can also be used as adverbs and adjectives. So unlike the adverbs mentioned above, más and menos do not change their endings even when they are used as adjectives. So in order to understand these also, as well as the adverbs or the words or the adverbs of quantity that we have mentioned, like mucho, poco, demasiado, bastante, tanto, in order to understand these, you should refer back to the e-text, which has got many examples when these are used as an adverb, and also the examples when these are used as an adjective. So for understanding them, you should refer back to the e-text. Thus in this module we have learned more or less the adverbs which are used to express various things, and it is important that you should refer back to the e-text in order to understand these adverbs better, because there you will find a lot of examples and other explanations also. Apart from that, there are exercises as well as links which will help you, or which will take you to other websites where you can learn more about the adverbs in Spanish language. Thank you.